Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about Eddie Hearns offering Charlo a one-fight deal for Andrade May unification, which would be a interesting fight, and I think it would be a good fight. And this will tell you who Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, who they really are, and you know, taking the next step. And this is for both of them, and I think both of them. I think both of these fighters need each other. Excuse me, but I think both of these fighters need each other. Right, boxers need each other, and because Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight him, don't want to fight both of them, and then Triple G don't want to fight both of them. You know what I'm saying? And they need each other, and both of them are holding belts. So I don't know why this fight is not happening. I think because of politics and platform issues and stuff like that. I would think, but Jermall Charlo has a little bit more freedom to do what he wants because he with the PBC, and that's not a promotional company. So, I mean, if you want to be the best and taking the next step to, being called the best middleweight in the division, this is the route to go, right? I think everybody will agree with me with this, right? And but one thing is, it says it was what Eddie Hearns said. I'm on the boxingscene.com website. What did it say? It says, Eddie Hearns said that this fight, if he beat if Jermall Charlo beat Demetrius Andrade and get the belt, he will be almost in line to, or maybe even possibly getting that fight with Canelo Alvarez. But that's not no guarantee, because you know the funny thing about that? Demetrius Andrade is on the same platform with Canelo Alvarez, and he ain't getting that fight with him. And they on the same platform. I mean, a different promotional companies, but they on the same platform. Streaming out. But Canelo Alvarez, he made it clear that he don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade because he don't like his fighting style. He's boring. You know what I'm saying? He says fans gonna say that. But at the same time, people are saying things about you regardless anyway. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez I'm talking about. But the thing about it is, with this situation, Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade don't need to be worried about Canelo Alvarez. You know what it is with him. You know what I'm saying? So they need to fight each other and make their own path, which I had a couple of videos saying this already. You know, they need to pave their own way, because Canelo Alvarez, he's been a diva, and you know what I'm saying, and Triple G has been a diva too. Everybody think he lost that Demetrius fight, and Canelo Alvarez fighting fighters who's somewhat past their prime, and don't want their body to heal out coming from off another fight, like I'm talking about Sergey Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? So it's just most of these fighters who's got some star power has the protection on them. You know, so they ain't protect the witness protection situation. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't nothing new, right? But that would be an interesting fight, and I think a lot of people will buy the DAZN out because of this reason, because of Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. Now it's up to. Now I don't know how much Eddie Hearns is going to offer Jermall Charlo, but he will be offered more than what he's getting paid over there at PBC, I would think, for right now, for this next fight. So his next fight might be close to what Mikey Garcia is getting, $7 million. You can't beat that with a stick. I don't think he ever got paid that much money, because he never been on pay-per-view. He been on regular channels, but they ain't paid him no $7 million. You know what I'm saying? But Jermall Charlo, I don't know, might be having an issue with the platform issue. But because, you know, they might favor, if it go 12 rounds, they might favor Demetrius Andrade because he's with the DAZN and he's with Eddie Hearns. And Jermall Charlo is not with Eddie Hearns, and he's not with the DAZN, where it's a one-time deal. I would think that if he signed a contract with Eddie Hearns, right, or with the DAZN, Jermall Charlo. And but the funny thing about it, if you think you're the best, you should go over there and tell us what it is, what you've been saying all these years. You the best, Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because Demetrius Andrade is in a contract agreement, in a sense. He don't have no freedom to move. He would have to ask Eddie Hearns to to go, to fight on Fox or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade fight, would it be a pay-per-view attraction? I don't know. Maybe it might not. I don't know. But I don't think it's gonna be on pay-per-view. But if he get that belt, it'd be unified. I mean, almost he'll have two belts with him if Jermall, or even vice versa with Demetrius Andrade. If he beat Jermall Charlo. Because I don't know who will win this fight. It's a 50-50 fight. One is a slick fighter. One is a straight up fighter. A still fighter. One of them is, saying he moves around back and forth, and and they're both about 6 foot. I think they reach about in this like 7'4" inch reach or one. Both of them, they body type, reach and length, whatever is similar. Right, so this is, and both of them got a belt, so this will be an interesting fight. I think Jermall Charlo, right now, as I'm talking to y'all right now, should be thinking about this, and he should be thinking about it heavily, because if he don't take this fight, this is going to tell you a lot about Jermall. It's going to tell you somewhat or a lot about Jermall Charlo. It depends on who you're talking to, or who's reading this, and who listens to what's going on. Eddie Hearns is talking about he'd give you almost close to $7 million. I'm thinking that he might be getting, and if you don't accept that, and then it's a one-time deal, it's not like you got to fight for it's going to be a 10-fight deal. No, it ain't like that. Go get the belt and try to fight him, and then and then nobody won't be calling you fighting people who coming up on weight like Dennis Hogan and Brandon Adams, and all them fighters, which didn't have, and then Matt Caldwell, which I think he should rematch him, because I thought Matt Caldwell beat Jermall Charlo, but they didn't give it to Matt Caldwell, and Matt Caldwell is injured right now. So the next fight for you, Jermall Charlo, you're not getting no younger either, man. Both of y'all, Demetrius Andrade and Jermall Charlo, y'all not getting no younger. Y'all ain't got prime now. Y'all need to fight. Y'all need that marquee fight. Which Jermall Charlo resume is better than Demetrius Andrade. I would definitely say that. Julian Williams, Matt Caldwell, and Austin Trout. His resume, but he beat the guys. But except Matt Caldwell to me. I don't think Jermall Charlo beat him. But he did hurt him. So I guess that might have swayed the judge. And then on top of that fight, when he fought Matt Caldwell, his brother lost his brother had a fight before him, and maybe he was not, in his right mind, but he did the best he could, I would think. I probably played a role in it because he's a twin, and and that was his brother that had his first defeat. So, but at the same time, he never gave Matt Caldwell a rematch either. So that might tell you a little bit about Jermall Charlo too. On top of that, time would tell. But he should have automatically gave him a rematch. I don't know why he didn't give him a rematch. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, but if he fights Demetrius Andrade, that would kind of wipe away a little bit of what happened between him and Matt Caldwell. I would definitely say that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what do y'all guys think about Eddie Hearns sending him offering him a one-fight deal, maybe close to maybe $7 million, whatever, and more than what he got in PBC in all his? I mean, in all his fights being on one fight deal with the PBC. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he got 5 or 6 or close to $7 million. Now he probably got like maybe $1 or $2 million, or maybe even $3 million. Maybe that's a stretch right there. Even a $3 million deal, maybe. I might be wrong, but he ain't getting no 7. He never got no 5 or 6 or $7 million deal being with PBC, fighting one every fight that he fought with PBC. I definitely would say that. So he need to take this fight, man. He'd get a belt, he'd get the money, and he had an option if he want to fight, stay with the zone. And it's not like he's gonna be fighting with the zone for a 5 or 10 contract deal. You know what I'm saying? So, what y'all think? You disagree with me? You agree with me? What do y'all think? Are y'all interested in this fight, or who you think will win this fight? You know what I'm saying? Because he's in his prime. Both of them in their prime. So, what y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. Bye-bye.